Before a samurai becomes a legend, someone like you must teach steel how to kill. History remembers the warrior, the duel, the banner, and the blade, but it almost never remembers the boy in the smoke. That is where your life begins, not in a castle, not on a battlefield, not with honor, with iron sand, with charcoal, with a furnace that burns through the night like it is hungry. You are born in a small village in feudal Japan, where every house smells of ash. Your father is not a samurai. He owns no glory, but the men who command soldiers still come to his door. A blade for a lord, a blade for a son, a blade for a war that has not started yet. When they enter, your father bows. You bow lower, because you are a craftsman's child. And in this world, skill does not erase rank. When you are small, you think swords are beautiful. One day, you reach toward a finished blade. Your father catches your wrist. His grip is hard, not angry, afraid. A sword is not a toy, he says, then softer. A sword is not even a sword until it has taken something from the man who made it. At 7, you sweep the forge. At 8, you carry charcoal. At 9, you learn fire. At 10, you learn silence. Because the forge has its own language, the color of heat, the sound of hammer on metal, the way sparks jump when steel is angry, the way your father's breathing changes when something is wrong. No one explains everything. You watch, you listen, you make mistakes. And mistakes are expensive. Drop a tool, and shame burns your ears. Waste charcoal and your father's face hardens. Step too close, and heat teaches faster than words. The first lesson is not skill. The first lesson is obedience to fire. By 12, your palms are no longer soft. Your nails are dark with ash. Your sleeves smell of smoke. Other boys dream of horses and battles. You dream of sleep. But war enters even rooms without windows. Outside your village, lords rise and fall. Castles burn. Alliances change. And every time men decide honor must be proven with steel, another messenger arrives. He stands in your yard as if your life has been waiting for his command. The Lord requires a blade. Always before something, always soon. Then the real work begins. The steel arrives in broken pieces, tamahagane. To an outsider, it looks like scrap. To your father, it is possibility. To you, it is debt. Because if the blade fails, the Lord will not curse the mountain, he will not curse the furnace, he will curse your house. So you learn the truth. A swordsmith does not simply make weapons. A swordsmith carries men's reputations across a blade edge. The first time your father lets you help, your stomach knots. The steel is heated, folded, struck, joined, again, again, again. The hammer is not wild, not angry, controlled. Too weak, and the metal refuses. Too strong, and it suffers. Too late, and the heat is gone. Your father does not speak. The hammer speaks for him. By night, your arms tremble so badly you can barely lift your rice bowl. Your mother sees. She says nothing. In a craftsman's house, pity is a luxury no one can afford. Years pass in heat. The boy who wanted to touch a sword disappears. In his place stands a young apprentice who flinches at the sound of bad metal. A wrong ring, a dull strike, a crack, hiding where pride would pretend not to notice. Some failures can be fixed, others are buried. No one buries steel with ceremony. One winter, a blade cracks during hardening. The room goes silent. Not because the metal broke, because the schedule broke. The Lord's men are coming soon. Your father stands over the ruined blade without moving. His face does not change, but you see his hand close slowly into a fist. That night, he does not sleep. Neither do you. The forge burns until dawn. This is when you understand what he meant. A sword takes something from the man who made it. Time, skin, sleep, patience, years. At 17, your father places a short blade in front of you. Not a finished weapon, a beginning. Your beginning. You wait for pride. Instead, you feel terror. Because steel remembers everything. Every careless strike. Every uneven heat. Every moment you pretended something was good enough. The blade will carry your truth longer than your voice will. Then comes the part everyone fears. Yaki-ire. A blade can survive shaping and still die in water. The blade enters the water. Steam rises. No one breathes. For one heartbeat, you do not know if it was born or destroyed. When the steam clears, the blade remains. Curved, whole. Your father does not smile, but he nods once. And for you, that single nod feels like sunlight. Years later, warriors will lift blades from your forge and speak of honor. They will call the sword a soul. But they will not remember the sleepless nights, burned hands, unpaid debts, or the boy who vanished into fire. A samurai may die once. A swordsmith dies slowly, inside every blade,